Here, Senator Jinggoy, magandang hapon.
Good afternoon, Linda.
Nice
Del,
to see you again.
Yeah.
After 6 weeks.
Pumayat-payat ka na konti.
Oh my God. Well, what prompted you to say that, to make that statement earlier about asking them to present the Chief Justice?
Well, it is my belief, Linda, that the witnesses that were being presented by the defense panel were quite irrelevant to the issue at hand. First of all, nagpresenta sila ng BIR, nagpresenta sila ng market administrator. Ano naman ang tatanungin ng mga senador doon? Hindi naman konektado doon sa impeachment case. So, tumayo ako. I was just giving an advice. Actually, I was not admonishing the defense panel as what Attorney Cuevas mentioned earlier.
Parang na-hurt yata si Justice Cuevas sa...
I was just giving my humble recommendation. Na sana kung pwede, mag-appear na mismo ang respondent, si Chief Justice Corona, para sagutin niya na lahat ang mga aligasyon na pinaparatang laban sa kanya.
Just for the record, bakit sa tingin niyo impertinent na yung mga ibang witnesses kanina? Because you are not questioning naman the validity of the transaction between BGEI and the City of Manila.
Kung nagkasala ang lungsod ng Maynila nung araw, kung sinasabi na short change, sabi nga nung abogado nung prosecution, baka na short change sa Maynila, ano pakialam na impeachment court doon? Bahala na sila doon sa lungsod ng Maynila. Kung gusto na kasuhan yung mga opisyal ng lungsod ng Maynila, di kasuhan nila. Anong pakialam naman namin doon? So,
having made that proposal, yung suggestion mo na to put the Chief Justice on the witness stand, ano ba ang gusto mong marinig from him? I mean, well, on what point?
Of course, all the allegations against him. Why he did not include his other properties in his SALN, ano ba tungkol dito sa perang idiniposito, yung peso account, bakit hindi dineclare lahat sa SALN. Of course, siya lang makakapagsagot niyan eh. Hindi naman makakapagsagot yung mga witnesses na pinipresenta ng depensa. Malay naman nila ron. Even the lead counsel, si Attorney Cuevas, palagay ko, he's not qualified to answer those questions. It is only the Chief Justice who can answer all these questions.
Yung why, bakit hindi niya sinama or bakit hindi niya naisama.
Correct.
But I think the other on the other hand, siguro na-imagine ko ang worry nila is that pag nilagay siya diyan, tatanungin na siya ng mga kung ano-ano, including the issue of the dollar deposits na aminin natin medyo pinaka-iiwas-iwasan nilang pag-usapan ito.
Yung sa dollar account sa FDUC, like FCDU, palagay ko hindi naman siguro itatakil yan because the Supreme Court has already ruled na bawal talakayin yan. So we will respect the ruling of the Supreme Court.
Ikaw lang yun eh. May iba pang miyembro sa korte and the senators can ask all sorts of questions.
I don't think the Senate President will allow such questions.
Actually, I only have one question, Senator Estrada, and it's on that point. Would it be possible to come up with some kind of mechanism or some kind of understanding among the senators that, okay, we will limit the question to these, just to these points, and the prosecution and the defense can agree to it, and that will be maybe the way we can convince the Chief Justice.
Yes, I think we are matured enough, we are intelligent enough not to ask those questions. And I don't think Senate President will allow these questions to be asked to the Chief Justice with regard to the dollar account.
All right, dun sa point ng, well, you had a caucus kanina, so what can you share to us insofar as the timeline is concerned?
Well, sa timeline, what we have agreed upon is that we will issue the verdict maybe the last week of May, because according to the defense, they only have 5 to 6 witnesses.
More witnesses.
More witnesses, including Secretary Laila de Lima. So by then, pagka walang rebuttal naman ng prosecution, then we are ready to hand down the verdict.
Paano bukas? Because si Justice Cuevas mentioned earlier that hindi pa raw available si Secretary de Lima until next week. So paano tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday?
Well, according to Senate President Enrile, we will have to use our coercive power to compel her to attend this hearing.
Okay. Interesting.
That is interesting.
Tony?
Alright. Senator Jinggoy, magandang hapon po.
Magandang hapon, Tony.
So kung talagang nalalapit na yung araw ng paghuhusga, yung Judgment Day, ang mga senator judges ba ay maaaring makipagtalakayan sa isa't isa to discuss how you appreciate the evidence, or dapat po kanya-kanya kayo, huwag kayong mag-usap-usap as to how you may vote on this issue?
Well, I believe, no, it is my belief that the Senate President might just call a caucus before we hand down the verdict. Not to talk about what vote are we going to make, no? Hindi yun. Siguro magko-call siya ng caucus na we will set this day as the D-Day. Kumbaga, kung kailan kami magbobotohan. Pero hindi siguro tatalakayin kung ano yung iboboto namin.
Oo, kasi parang yung napapanood natin na Senator, na yung sa states, dahil jury system sila, nag-uusap-usap yung mga jury members kung paano sila boboto at kung kailangan unanimous yung boto sa kanila. Kung merong isa mang o dalawa na hindi pumabor, parang balik na naman ulit sa trial. Pero in this case, okay lang po na mag-usap-usap kayo but not necessarily to agree with each other.
May sarili-sarili naman kaming isipan, Tony. At palagay ko, the Senate President will never meddle with our decision, with whatever decision we will make.
Parang to guide the senator judges, because as Adele pointed out, karamihan sa mga senator judges are not trained lawyers or not lawyers. So baka iba yung appreciation note sa evidence ng mga non-lawyers na colleagues nyo.
Well, I for one am not a lawyer. I often seek the legal advice of the Senate President. Siya lang yung taong lagi kong tinatanong tungkol sa kung ano man ang magiging decision ko.
Bukod kay Senator Enrile, may iba pa po kayong mga abogadong kasamaan nyo sa Senado na pwede nyo lapitan for advice or
yes,
insight?
marami naman akong legal staff. In fact, sometimes I ask questions from Senator Drilon, si Senator Santiago, yung mga legal luminaries sa Senado. Alam mo, ayoko magmarunong-runong. Gusto ko lagi nagtatanong para hindi tayo magkamali.
Okay. And I suppose the rest of your colleagues who are non-lawyers, they also do the same. Lumalapit dun sa mga colleagues nyo who are.
Well, siguro, I think they're also seeking legal advice from the other senators who are lawyers.
All right. Well, interesting to see, Senator Jinggoy, how that caucus will play out if and when Senator Enrile does call for one before you reach Judgment Day. In the meantime, Senator, thank you very much for joining our colleagues there in the Senate.
Thank you, Tony.
Tony, isisingit ko lang yung tanong ko kay Senator Jinggoy na isa, no?
Go ahead.
May bilang na ba?
Go ahead.
Alam bilang.
May bilang.
Bilang saan?
To convict or to
I don't know. Honestly, I swear, I really do not know.
Okay. To quote the private prosecutor, I'm just trying my luck. Baka si Senator Jinggoy. Thank you very much, Senator Jinggoy Estrada, for joining us this afternoon.
All right.
Tony?
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, Senator Jinggoy Estrada. Well, I think we don't have to try our luck anymore, Adele and LJ, because I think we're lucky enough that we did get to end today's trial without necessarily seeing what Senator Juan Ponce Enrile had earlier suggested come true, that we actually go 8 hours into each trial day and probably end about 10 p.m., but not today. And I don't know if it's going to happen anytime soon, given the fact that the defense panel has been having a little bit of difficulty to get their witnesses to respond to their summons to the impeachment trial. So, anyway, we're done with day 35 of the 10th week of ANC special coverage of the impeachment trial of Chief Justice Renato Corona. Well, the proceedings flowed pretty swiftly today, with the presiding officer Juan Ponce Enrile standing firm about keeping the hearings tight. I'm Tony Velasquez.
And tomorrow's another day. Please join us again here on ANC. Live at the Senate, I'm Attorney Adele Tamano.
And I'm Linda Humilla. See you at 1 p.m. tomorrow. This is Chief Justice on Trial, the ANC coverage.